Fasting is quickly becoming one of the most popular ways for people to cut down on their weight and to shed some of that pesky fat that won't seem to burn off. Intermittent dry fasting is perhaps the most intense kind of fasting that you can possibly do, and the results can be just as extreme. Doing just one 24-hour dry fast can not only help you lose weight, but also boost your immune system and even help improve your skin too. So many people out there are recommending that you try it these days. But like all fasts, you still have to be careful and properly prepare your body. So, with that in mind, today we are going to break down how to properly dry fast, with just 10 easy steps to get you and your body ready for the journey ahead. Stay tuned until the end for maybe the most important tip. Number 1. Know all the facts. Before you start your dry fast, you should know a few things, such as the difference between a soft dry fast and a hard dry fast. Essentially, a soft dry fast allows you to shower, brush your teeth using water, and wash your face, while a hard dry fast means absolutely no water at all. It's also worth noting before you're too invested in trying out a dry fast, that you really shouldn't try it if you have pre-existing medical conditions or illnesses that may impact your experience. And you should probably visit a doctor first if you don't know if you fall into this camp. A dry fast is the most extreme kind that your body can endure, so it's important that you are physically up for it before setting out to try it out. Number 2. Set goals and expectations. The more that you dry fast, the better your body gets at it, meaning you can go for longer and have an overall better fasting experience. When you are first fasting, you shouldn't go for longer than 12 hours, as your body just isn't equipped to handle something like a 24-hour dry fast at that time. No matter how long you plan on going, though, make sure that you prepare yourself mentally for the journey ahead. You may feel weak, tired, or irritable, among many other side effects, and so you should also pick a stretch of time where you don't have a lot going on. Some of us are impacted by feeling hungry more than others, so your experience will be very different from someone else's. If it's your first time dry fasting, you should try and set realistic goals for the fast. That way, you can get that little rush of fulfillment when you're done and be confident the next time you fast. Number 3. Hydrate beforehand. In a lot of ways, this one is a no-brainer, but it's worth mentioning anyways as people still don't do it properly. Our bodies are used to getting a steady supply of water, and they probably don't know what it feels like to really be dehydrated, especially for a long stretch of time. Because of this, you're going to want to stock up on water in the days before a fast so that your body can store up as much hydration as possible. If you are planning a fast but feel like your body hasn't been getting enough water the last few days, or that you were dehydrated for any stretch of time, you should strongly consider rescheduling your dry fast. It's hard enough to dry fast when you have had plenty of fluids beforehand, but if your body has already been struggling to keep hydrated, then you might be pushing it a little too hard. Knowing how to fast is also about knowing your body, and so try and check in with how you've been feeling before committing to a dry fast. Number 4. Make sure all toxins have been removed from your system. Having toxins in your system before a fast may not be dangerous, but it will certainly make things harder for you. Intermittent dry fasting allows your body to stop worrying about digestion and the distribution of nutrients, and instead mostly on pulling energy from stored fat reserves and removing any damaged cells from your body. Because of this, if you have more toxins in your system, your body will be forced to interact with them, and there won't be as many resources to help it out. This could mean that you are robbing yourself from achieving the full potential of the fast, and that your results may suffer as a result. Stay away from alcohol, cigarettes, and other generally bad habits so that you don't deprive your body from getting the dry fasting result that it deserves. Number 5. Eat the right foods beforehand. You may have noticed that most of these tips focus on the before part of the fast. This is intentional, as fasting is all about preparation. We will get into how to break a dry fast shortly, but most of the work surrounding a dry fast happens before you even start. This is especially true since you can't eat or drink for an extended period of time during this type of fast, so there's not really much you can do during that which isn't psychological. One of the best things you can do to make your dry fast as easy on your mind and body as possible is to eat carefully and avoid foods that are high in salt. It is recommended that the day before a fast you eat about half as many calories as you usually would, and try to consume fatty acids for your body to survive during the fast. These fatty acids swim around in your bloodstream and are converted into hydration during a dry fast, which helps you to feel less dehydrated without sacrificing your body's ability to burn the bad stored fats. Number 6. Carefully choose when and where you will fast. Something that a lot of people don't consider before fasting for the first time is where they want to do it. When you are dry fasting, your body will be trying to turn oxygen into water for your body. So you don't want to be in a small or stuffy environment to make that process even more difficult. Also, try to avoid compact areas like a car or office as much as you can. And if you must interact with these places, make sure that you feel cool. With your body lacking water, the last thing that you are going to want to do is to sweat out that valuable water. And you're also more prone to heat stroke while dry fasting. Think about where you want to do your fast, but also things like what time of year you are fasting, what the weather will be like, and what responsibilities you have to deal with. Ideally, you will have as little to take you away from the fast as possible, but some people do better at distracting themselves when they are busy, so try and take all those factors into account before you begin. Number 7, be careful with your exercise routine. There is absolutely nothing wrong with exercising during a fast, especially if you're trying out something longer like a 24-hour dry fast. And exercise is a big part of your life. It's just worth mentioning that you should be careful the first time you exercise during a fast, as your body may not be able to handle the strain. It might be worth waiting until you are more accustomed to fasting before you try working out, since you are putting yourself in a more vulnerable position, both heating up your body and also losing that needed moisture. Number 8, when to break the dry fast. If you want to know how to dry fast correctly, you also have to know when it's time to take your health into account and break it. Things to look out for are if you are beginning to feel dizzy, nauseous, exhausted, or on the verge of passing out. If you feel any of these symptoms, you shouldn't try to push through, as they could be a sign that your body is struggling with the dry fast. Like we said at the beginning of the video, dry fasts are extremely hard on your body, and they demand a lot of effort from it throughout the experience. Once you are in the fast, you must continue to hear your body out, as it will tell you if it's a little uncomfortable, or if it's time to break the fast and start reintroducing water to your system. Number 9, what to break your fast with. Knowing how to break your fast with as little strain on your body as possible is as much art as it is science, and it's also incredibly important. A good piece of advice that almost every nutritionist will tell you is to keep things as simple as you can. You don't want your body to have to take much effort to break things down. And so sticking to things like a light salad or a probiotic smoothie will bridge the gap well. When it comes to water, the jury is still out on if there are any negative effects to drinking too much water right away. But just try and stop when your body tells you that you are full. It can take time to get back to normal, in some cases a few days, but most people find that they feel normal after only a day. Number 10, when to go again. How long you fasted should be taken into consideration when you think about when to try again, but there isn't really a clearly defined limit. Some people feel so good after the experience, either physically, mentally, or spiritually, that they want to go again right away, while some people would rather take some time after and take in the dry fasting result for a while first. There isn't really a right or wrong way, but some nutritionists do think that switching up the type of fasting you do could be beneficial, although there isn't really any information currently to support that claim. Give yourself some time after your first dry fasting session to see how you feel, and go from there. What made you want to try a dry fast? Let us know in the comments down below. Here are 2 more videos you might find interesting. Feel free to choose the one you like. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share the video with your friends. And for more interesting videos on health, subscribe to the channel.